text message. And all I gotta do is show the court. So if you try to get money from me, you could never. I swear to God, I made the worst decision for me and my son. I wish I would have listened to all those girls that told me how he was a user, how he was a manipulator, a narcissist. Why? Why didn't I ever listen? Why couldn't I ever listen? I had to learn on my own, and I ended up getting hurt. I know he told y'all all kind of shit about me. Oh, I didn't let him go see his grandma at his funeral, Y'all, that was a lie. That's not true. I told him that he couldn't use the car because I was going to be here 2 weeks with no car, y'all. No car. Bills need to be paid. I don't got to work. I'm supposed to sit in the house, work, and do shit because he want to enjoy himself 2 weeks in New York. Don't got no job. So, of course, guess who's going to have to take care of it? Me. I would have had to give him gas. I would have had to do everything. Unless y'all Bigo people was going to help him. But it was going to be all on me. And so my mom offered, okay, I'll get you a ticket. I will fly you there. And if you want your stuff, we'll mail it to you. I offered, I'll drive you there. I will drive you there. I will drop you off. But no, I stopped you from going to your grandma's funeral. How is that a stop if I'm giving you ways to go? Is that a stop? Am I wrong? Would y'all allow a broke nigga, this broke ass nigga watching me struggle for almost 3 years, sit here just watching me struggle, take care of this whole household by myself? He gave me a Cash App here, Cash App there. Okay, nigga, let's compare Cash Apps. When you got a job, who you say I made you lose because I agree, I said in the comments, don't put his job out. I'm glad you lost your job because I wanted you the fuck out. I was so sick of this shit. I was so tired of taking care of a grown man. Even when he got a job, he would go buy Shein and clothes and shit. And I'm supposed to pay all the fucking bills, keep up your habits, and shut the fuck up. While you sit here and playing me, talking to all these bum ass bitches. And now you up in New York talking about, oh, I fucked this girl and she cooked me a meal. She worked 78 hours. I gotta show y'all them screenshots. He said she worked 78 hours in a week. She cooked him a home meal and he didn't have to lift a finger. How is that a brag? How is that a brag that you got another female and you used her? You got her to Uber you a ride. You ate her food from her child for her to take care of you. Again, you did the same shit you did to me. And you're bragging on that. Don't know if that bitch got herpes. And then you saying fucking like only thing you doing is eating pussy, my nigga. Throwing a dildo in that bitch. That's not even fucking. I ain't had no real dick and I can't even tell you when. And I've been keeping my mouth shut. But I am so sick of this shit, bruh. I am so sick how you treat me, how you treat my son. Y'all, he ain't never treat my son like it's his. Why did you marry me? Why would you marry me to treat me and my son like shit? Now you up in New York, and I just gave him, y'all, I gave him $25 of that to get an interview so he can get to the interview. But he didn't tell y'all that because he on this app begging y'all for fucking money. That's how bad, this type of person I am, y'all. Because I wanted him to get a job because I don't want him to be homeless and bummy over there. So I said, okay, I'm going to send you some money so you can go get an Uber to it. He probably didn't even do that. He probably lied just to get money from me. That nigga uses me all the time. All the time. Had his friend, his baby mama, inbox me to ask me, can I give him money so he can get to the interview? And I said, I felt so fucking bad. I said, okay, I'll give you $25 so you can get to the interview. The whole time he had the money because the next day he was out cruising down the street. Oh, I'm getting an annulment, honey. Listen, as soon as I get this paper, I promise to God that annulment about to happen so quick, y'all. It's $150. The fucking phallic. When I tell you I just want him out my life, he has ruined everything in my life, has taken everything I had to offer. It is gone. I don't even want to show nobody love the way that I show him. He has fucked me all the way up. And he want to say that I'm the one that's crazy. Narcissist people will do that. If y'all ever read anything about a narcissist, they will make you feel like you are the one that's crazy and you're the one that's always wrong, but they'll sit here and trigger you by doing all kind of shit to you. Trigger you until you fucking snap. And now I'm the fucking crazy one. It can't be all of us wrong, y'all. It can't be Chica. It can't be Jesse. It can't be me. It can't be the other ex. It can't all of these. And Leo's always right. How is that possible? How is that possible? It can't be like that, y'all. And then he gonna say, his baby mama so much, he ain't never used nobody. When I knew him, he has never used anybody. I'm confused. Because from what I saw, he showed, like, to y'all, when he bought gifts like Michael Kors and stuff, it was to brag. It wasn't for me. We needed to pay mortgage. We needed to pay car note. We needed to pay all kind of shit. And that's why I got upset with him. That's one of our bigger reasons why we got into it, y'all. Because I said I didn't ask for that stuff. I wanted the bills paid. I am almost 40 years old. What the fuck I look like worrying about Michael Kors and a motherfucking this and that. Just for you to show off to the world. And I got manipulated by getting that goddamn road for you because that's what you wanted so fucking bad. So you can show everybody that you're doing so good and you're really not. It's really me. As soon as you stepped in my house, it was everything is an R. Nigga, you don't got a shit in here. How was everything R's? Like, I ain't never felt so fucking dumb in my entire life. This nigga came in my house and said R's. Now he in somebody else's house and talking about my house. What? How is anything yours when you didn't put shit in it? You didn't put shit, nothing. All you did was put bad spirits all in my house. Now I gotta fight these demons out of my house every day. I gotta pray and tell that demon to get the hell out of my damn house. Because your spirit still weighs in this house. I want to sell this house so fucking bad because I don't even want nothing to do with it because you want... Y'all, those fucking dogs. He had over 12 dogs in my house. 12! And I'm the one that's wrong. Which I will allow that. I did. I took a shot of love thinking that somebody, for once, wasn't going to try to use me or try to do me some type of way. And this whole fucking female, I'm not calling him no nigga because I'm tired of saying him because it ain't no him. It's a she. That's a whole bitch. That's a whole bitch. Because ain't no nigga, my daddy, my brothers, my cousins, even the nigga that I'm talking to right fucking now, my friend guy, ain't no motherfucking way no man is gonna sit there and watch you struggle. The guy that I'm talking to right now, he has been trying to talk to me since 2019. I haven't had to lift a fucking finger. That nigga paid for everything. He took me shopping for my son yesterday just because. Didn't have to act shit. And no, I haven't moved on. I'm not in a relationship. Don't get that wrong. I have not. But I have a friend guy that he's been my friend since 2019. We all went to church together. We all been cool. And he's trying to pursue me ever since then. I always ignored him. But even right now, I still don't even, I'm still trying to heal. So I don't jump. I'm not that type of chick. I don't go out here. Leo fucked soon as the bitch said hello. But that's not me. I have never been the chick that soon as I break up with somebody, I could just go and fuck some other nigga. That's not me. And I'm still married to this stupid ass bitch. So when I get those annulment papers though, this pussy about to be popping on the motherfucker. Because that nigga might get fucked at this point. Because how I'm feeling. And I don't give a fuck if I hurt his feelings. I don't care no more. I got so much hatred for you, nigga. You can die and I wouldn't come to your funeral. That's how much. Since you don't give a fuck about my son and it's fuck him, bitch, fuck you. No, it hasn't. In the state of South Carolina, you can get an annulment. There's not a time frame. Do your research. Don't tell me what's gonna work and what's not. I'm not adding nobody up here because I don't got time. I could disembody motherfucking self. Fuck that nigga. I can't gonna lie. I want y'all to hear this shit from me because I'm sick of this shit. I'm tired of always being the bad person. This narcissist always got to say me, and he don't never do shit. That nigga don't do nothing. Everybody always lying on Leo. How is Leo always the goddamn victim? Anybody that has common sense in this motherfucking life, how has that nigga is always the nigga that's fucking victim? And he's very smart. He's very intelligent. So he knows how to manipulate the fuck out of anybody. And Jesse Boo, he told me he would never have nothing else to do with you. So I know that you text my phone talking about, ha, that's why I got his new number and I'm going to New York. Like that was gonna fucking, like I give a fuck. Girl, you can have that problem back. Bitch, I been told you to have that nigga back. I'm on the phone. Can you wait a minute? I'm on the phone. Can you wait a minute? Huh? I'm on the phone. Can you wait a minute? Please? Thank you. Okay, can y'all go outside? Can you go outside? I'm on the phone. Thank you. Yeah. She texted me and said she was going to New York. She said, I'm going to New York, honey. And she did it like, y'all, guess what I text back? Okay. I ain't about to argue with you, girl. You can have that problem back. I don't care. That's a whole mess. If you want to go back taking care of him, sis, go ahead. You can have him back. You've been waiting almost 3 years to have him back. Go ahead. But he told me he didn't want you in that way. And all he was trying to do was get them kids back. But you never know, sis. Good luck. I don't know if he's beating on Jesse. I know he done put his hands on me before, but I don't know if he ever hit Jesse. I can't tell you that. She ain't never told me that. They both deserve each other, honestly. Because all that right there, they can have it. Support your man, sis. I'm with it. I'm not even gonna talk down on Jessie because I honestly want her to be happy. She deserves it. She waited 3 years for a nigga. Now you know. You deserve a nigga if you waited that goddamn long. And I'm sure he gonna accept all them and that extra baby you got. Yeah, she said, yeah, y'all, I got the screenshot. I'll show y'all. I'll put it in. If I could put it in somebody's thing. She sent me a whole message saying, ha. That's why I got his number and I'm going to New York. And I said, okay, girl. And I changed my number the same day. Girl, get off my phone. You will never. I don't care. You can't compare to me, bitch. You don't got no house. You ain't never owned a house. Bitch, what your credit look like? Bitch, what have you ever did that compared to me? That can compare to me? You could never. So how the fuck do I feel jealous about you taking Leo back? Now, if a bitch that was up on here that got her shit and she was on my same level, maybe I would feel some kind of boy. I would be like, damn. But that girl ain't got nothing on me. She sat on this thing for 3 years crying and hollering about what Leo has done to her. And she thinks she getting him back, I guess. And if they do get back, I hope nothing but happiness, to be honest with you. Because that's how much that girl wants happiness. But after a nigga do you so wrong like that, it didn't take me motherfucking 4 years to find that out. But after a nigga did that shit, the way he talked about you, how he did you, sis, I could never. I'm good that shit. That was enough for me. All he had to do was say that fuck my son. That's all he had to say is fuck my son. All he had to do was act that way. Oh, I'm good. That's all I needed. Like he said, fuck your kids. Remember he said that, Jess? When he said, fuck your kids. Mm-hmm. But you got him over there FaceTiming your babies after he said, fuck them kids. And y'all remember that. It's all on YouTube. I don't need to lie. Go look it up on YouTube. Leo saying, fuck them kids. He said it plenty of times. Called your baby a trick baby. How many times? The last baby, he thought that was a trick baby. He said your baby had alcoholism. He talked about your baby like a damn dog. Yes, he did. He was over here kicking and laughing with me, talking about your baby had a big ass head and there was something wrong with your baby. Yes, he did. He did. Now he all over, oh, the baby. Now he over there talking to your baby till 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, how I know about that, Jesse, if I'm lying, because he told me that. Period. So, yeah, it ain't gonna never. Yeah, he was talking to me in my email. Y'all, we still had to talk because I got to give him paperwork. We got to get shit signed. He won't give me the address where he at so I can send him the annulment papers. So I honestly don't even know how the fuck I'm without this shit because I have no way to get him anything. And he's doing that to hold it up because he doesn't want to do the annulment nor the divorce. Because somebody that wants to get a divorce and annulment would be dropping the address in 2.5 seconds. Like, here go an address, send it here. That nigga won't give me shit. So I don't know how the fuck I'm going to get shit done. I guess he think I'm going to give his address out. I have never been the type to do that shit. I don't do that. All I want to do is get the shit done. So if y'all can send him a message, because I know y'all, his little motherfucking minions is up in this bitch. Tell him to drop an address so he can sign the motherfucking papers so I can get out his motherfucking life and he can get out of mine. Jay, go to your room and shut the door. Y'all know his teeth rotten. Them teeth, and they probably look good on here. I don't know if y'all ever seen his teeth, but his teeth is rotten to the core. They are brown, black, blue, and purple. And then he used to get upset why I didn't want to kiss him and why I didn't want to touch him. In the beginning, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to tell y'all the true story. And this is not me being mad right now. This is actually me I'm calm and I'm going to be honest. And I'm not blaming this part on Leo. This is my fault. So the truth is, when I first met Leo was there for me when nobody else was. He would talk to me all night. I had just got out of surgery. I had a whole hole in my stomach. I was going through a lot of pain. And I didn't have nobody. I didn't have anybody. And so Leo that's how he got in. He saw my vulnerability. So he got in there. And me and him, we would have conversations, we'd talk all night. And then I met him one day for Christmas. I didn't want him to be alone for Christmas because the type of person I am, I did not want him to be alone for Christmas. So even though I couldn't really be there for Christmas the day after, I made sure that I went, y'all, with the whole hole in my stomach. I just got out of surgery. Drove all the way to Atlanta, 3 hours, just to be there for Leo. And he was there for me. So I appreciated it. Leo owed over $5,000. And this is on my son. Everything I'm right now is not lying. This is on everything I love. Leo owed over $5,000 at that apartment complex. And he says he didn't have to lose his place. But where were you going to go? Because you had nowhere to go. You would have been homeless or you would have been in a hotel. Where were you going to go? Right. So I allowed him to stay here. Then he brought the girls. Then that little mutt he got, that dog ugly as fuck. And I can't stand Marley, y'all. I'm so sorry. I cannot stand that ugly ass thing. How about his dog breath stink? How is your breath stinking plus your dog breath stinking? Can y'all imagine how I was feeling? I turned to the left. I turned to the right. Both of their breaths smell like shit. I ain't even being funny about that. My cousin can't even vouch for that. My cousin, she had walked in the room one day when we had got into it. She was like, girl, I ain't never in my life That whole room. She said I couldn't breathe. Yes. That's what I go through. I have to leave doors open. I have to turn fans on. Don't play with me. Yes. Especially when he mad. He get to spitting on top of that when he mad. Oh, no. But anyway, so back to the story. So I let him move back. I let him move in. I didn't think it was going to be long term. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm thinking, okay, he going to get a job. In my brain, I'm like, okay, he'll get a job and he'll probably just, get his own place. Leo wouldn't even try. I tried to get him to do Uber. He did it for a little bit. Then Leo would complain, oh, my back, and I just can't do Uber. Not Uber, but not Uber, but what you call that? I'm sorry. When you do the food delivery. The food delivery. Which one is it, y'all? I can't think of it right now. DoorDash. Okay, so he did DoorDash and stuff. So he would complain how his back was hurting and he didn't want to do it. So eventually he stopped doing it. So once again, here I got to go pay all the bills. Then he got a job. Though this one he blamed on me too. He said I'm the reason why he lost his job. This is what a narcissist does. He called me crying one day. They won't respect my gender. They keep calling me a female. And they hurt me. Now, take this. Let me say this. Now, Leo told me there was another job that wanted to hire him. So on the back of my brain, I'm thinking that he was going to get this other job. So I said, Leo, if they are doing that to you and they're making you cry, because at this time this is the beginning of our relationship. I was like, Leo, if they're doing this to you, baby, then you should just walk out. Like, don't worry about it. You got another job that's backed up. Don't worry about it. You don't need to be abused like that. So Leo quit the job. But guess what he did? He said that was my fault because I encouraged him to quit his job. What I was thinking that you had a whole nother job because that's what you told me. You said it was another job who said they was going to hire you. Out of suddenly, they didn't want you no more. You kept calling and texting them and they didn't want you no more. I wonder if it's because of your breath. I don't know. But anyway, that was my fault. And if I'm wrong, y'all, maybe I'm wrong. Was that my fault? I shouldn't have said that. I should have said trying to be the encouraging person that I am. Well, baby, you got something backed up. Would y'all not tell y'all man or woman? Would y'all not do that? Am I wrong? If you know that person had a backup, when you're thinking it's a backup, so you don't got to worry about that. So go ahead and quit this job, right? Okay, that's what I did. All right. So, and I'm telling y'all the truth about everything. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling about all of it. So, here we go. Now Leo has no job. I'm taking care of everything. His habits, smoking weed. And we're not talking about a little bag of weed. I'm always buying the big bags of weed. So that adds up. Y'all know that. About $50 to $100 a week. A week on his weed habits. On his weed habits. And that's not even a week. Maybe a couple days. Let's keep it real. Because he smokes. And y'all know he smokes smoke. So I'm taking out my savings account at this point because I'm trying to pay the mortgage at this time and I'm trying to make sure he good, have his Pepsis and his weed and making sure he can eat, the kids can eat. I'm trying to, and at the same time, I'm like, well, maybe we can just enjoy things. I'm doing things for the kids and I'm like, let's go do this and that. I was just trying to be a good person. That's all I was trying to be. Okay. Then Leo would sit here and talk to all these girls. I found out about all these women he was talking to behind my back. One was Jessie. And was telling Jessie all the stuff about our business. Telling all these Bigo people our business. Y'all, I got to the point where I couldn't take it no more. I'm paying everything. You're watching me struggle. All you doing is getting on Bigo, like I'm doing right now because I'm not working. And you're running your mouth 24 hours of a day. You run your mouth, you sit here, you get on the phone, you talk to all these people behind my back, you're talking to ex-girlfriends. Can y'all imagine? Like, it mentally was draining the fuck out of me. I had to sit there and shut my mouth and allow this man to be on Bigo, to be screaming and hollering all night long, waking the kids up, waking my son up, outside, neighbors looking at me like I'm crazy because this nigga out here cursing and yelling all day long on Bigo. And y'all know I'm not lying. Go to YouTube. You see his videos. Y'all know how he act. So I had a whole mental fucking breakdown. And I just couldn't fucking take it. I'm doing all this and you're sitting here and making me feel like I am not good enough. Y'all, he constantly mentally abused me. He emotionally abused me. I could never do nothing right. I could never do anything right. If I clean, it was never to his standards. I was always doing something that was not to his standard. He made sure he let me know that. That's how he would mentally, that's abuse. He would mentally do that to me all the time. So I mentally I end up going to the hospital, y'all. I couldn't take it no more. And I was gonna leave him then. We had a big argument, and he begged, and he was over here like, oh no, we can work things out, manipulating me again, being this narcissist. I, like a dummy, swept up in it. Okay. So here I go, taking you back. Let you back in the bed. We start having sex again. What the sex we was having, I guess. And that's another thing. Let me tell y'all about that. Our main argument is because I would not have sex like that with Leo. Okay? Now let me tell y'all that. All right. Let me tell y'all why I would not fornicate with him in the beginning before we got married. Well, I wasn't never physically attracted to Leo. I never was. Kissing him, honey, I've always been I wish my cousin or somebody was right here so they can vouch for me. I've always been the girl that could not stand anybody to have a odor on them. So here I go trying to accept love, thinking love was going to come pure. And if I just accept it, maybe this will be true. And if I stop being picky, maybe this will be true. How in the world do you be attracted to somebody with their stinking breath? And every time they kiss on you or they suck all over you, your whole body smells like their mouth. Your pussy. Every time I would let him eat my pussy, which I hardly would let him do, I would be acting like I just couldn't take it. But technically, really, I just didn't want it because it wasn't that good. I'm going to keep it real. I don't know what the fuck Jesse going crazy about, because I'm sorry. Leo head was never that good to me. I had 10 times better from a nigga that I know from back in the day. And that nigga used to can eat some motherfucking pussy. And that nigga was a whole nigga, not a bitch. Now, I would wash my pussy anytime that he would lick on me, suck on me. And he was like, why you always, like, I'll go in there into the bathroom and run in there. And he was like, why you don't never just sit here and lay with me naked and just cuddle? Because I got to clean all this shit off me. I got to go gargle my mouth out. I got to go clean my pussy. I used to put vitamins in my pussy, y'all, because it would have his odor would come out my pussy. Y'all, and I'm just keeping it real. And I was scared his teeth was so rotten. I thought the bacteria was going to do something. I had Google search some shit and I was like, wait a minute. I don't want no yeast infections and shit. So I started putting, what's the name, tablets up there. It start with a B. Biotin, something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So I'm keeping it real. This is what it is. So I went have sex. He will argue like, we don't do it like that because I'm not attracted to you. But I couldn't tell that man that I wasn't attracted to him. I was like, I just can't take it like that. I just been through. What? I'm a freak. The fuck you talking about? Nigga, when I fuck. When I got a man, we fucking like motherfucking cats and dogs. The fuck you talking about? I just didn't give it to you like that. But, okay. So, I don't know if y'all ever been in this type of relationship. I could be the only one out of this 1.3. But if y'all ever had where eventually I fell in love with him because it was more of his, like our intellect, us talking, we end up being like really close friends. And him being we end up being like really close friends. And just knowing everything I went through, I got comfortable with him. And I ended up falling in love with Leo. So then I got sexually attracted to him at the end. But I still would do my habits, cleaning and shit. And it was hard. And he used to get mad because I didn't want to kiss him like he likes to kiss. I couldn't kiss him like that because, man, bro, sometimes you just don't want to smell that shit. And sometimes it's like, do you not smell it yourself? Like, is it really that you really can't smell this? And then he wouldn't take baths sometimes for a couple days. And y'all know I ain't lying because Jesse said the same shit. I don't need to lie about this. He does not take baths every day. He would sit around this house with them same underwear on for 2 or 3 days. And then be wanting me to fucking eat his pussy. No, it ain't a dick. It's a pussy. I got a picture. Don't play with me. I'm not going to put your picture out, but don't play with me and lie and tell these motherfuckers you got a whole motherfucking dick. You got titties and they sag. And you want to talk about my titties? Fine. I had a baby, bitch. What's your excuse? Your shit sag. Your motherfucking pussy fat too. Don't play with me. He got a fat ass pussy. Jesse, you know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know. So, and he do. And his shit get wet as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never met nobody with no pussy get wet like his. But it's because of those hormones he take. That's why I get like that. It ain't no natural shit. It's hormones. And don't let him lie to y'all. Because I Google this shit and I search. And that's what happens. And, y'all. It's the female. And then when he wasn't on his hormones, y'all. Oh my God. That was the hardest thing in my entire fucking life to have to deal with. So I had to sit here to treat a man. He wanted me to treat him like a man while he acting like a whole fucking bitch. This nigga acting like me. This nigga period on. Pads all in the motherfucking trash can because he would never throw them out. Oh, Jesse wasn't lying about that. That nigga stacked them pads in there for days and will not throw them out. He is nasty. I don't give a fuck. He want to show y'all my closet. I said, okay, my closet, but it ain't nasty, bitch. My house is clean. If I show y'all my house right now, this motherfucker is spotless. I don't play that dirty shit. Dog shit. It always used to smell. My brothers used to be like, I'm so glad. My whole family happy that I left this nigga. My brother, I'm so glad. Like, your house has never smelled so fucking bad in my life when he was there. Them fucking dogs, y'all. On top of his breath. On top of him not want to take a bath sometime. This shit was so hard. It was driving me mentally motherfucking insane. And I have never tried to kill Leo. I know he lied. He had told his baby mama I tried to kill him because I pulled my gun out because you put your hands on me. Nigga, don't play with me. You ain't gonna ever put your hands on me. You don't think I'm gonna put my Glock on your ass? The fuck you talking about? Because that nigga do take hormones. He do got muscles. And that nigga can't fight. And I ain't playing. I ain't gonna sit here and lie about that. That nigga he is about that life. But he still act like a fucking female. He acts like a female. And he wants you to treat him like a male. It's hard to treat somebody like a male and they act like a female. Especially when he didn't have the hormones. Y'all, it was hard. It was a struggle. He was like, you demasculized me. Nigga, you demasculizing yourself. Not me. You acting like a female. And I can't help the way you act. And I'm just treating you the way you act. Like a female. A whole Letitia out here. Like you acting like Letitia Driver. You are not acting like a Leovani. Okay? It's a Letitia. This is what it is. And so, let me tell y'all about this too. About the funeral situation. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this and I don't give a damn. I'm sorry. But y'all, his grandma and grandpa, his mama don't fucking call, text, write, say hello, answer a phone. Every blue moon, they might do that. And I'm not trying to be funny when it come down to this shit right here. Y'all, I'm sorry. I just didn't feel, it was like, how can I feel bad for people who don't want you? And he said, they need me. They need me. Y'all, he been down there and he been up there in New York and ain't seen his mama yet. But they needed you. But they needed you. You ain't seen your mama yet. And the fact that you have to call this woman your mom and she didn't adopt you. She's your foster mother. When she released you, she released you. And I felt bad as fuck for that. And I tried to give you that home. I tried to make my mom your mom. But y'all, he can call and text my mama and ask my mama for money. Ask my mama for money. But I can't call and text and even talk to his mama. And I ain't never even talked to this lady. Does that make any sense to y'all? You can text, and I'm not lying about that. I can see y'all all the screenshots about this. You can sit here and text and call my mother and ask her for money. And then he threatened my mom. He threatened her. That's why my mom would not allow him to get a rental car in her name because he threatened my mother. He said, he told my mom, you putting me against a back wall and I'm gonna go crazy. I'm really, really about to pop off. Like he was threatening her like he was going to fight or hurt my mother because she wouldn't do what he asked. I keep saying him, I can't help it, y'all. But Letitia. Yes, he's trifling. And y'all, okay, let me tell y'all this. This is the funniest part. I had to put this on my Facebook. This nigga had sex with a whole female. I went on one date with one nigga. And because my son heard him over the phone, he called me a trifling. He said, you trifling. How you gonna let him talk to your son? I'm trifling because my son heard him talk on the phone? But you fucked the whole bitch when we're still married? And I'm trifling? Y'all, somebody gotta make something make sense, bro. And I'm tired of hurting y'all because I'm not gonna lie. Going through a divorce, it is the most hurtful thing in your entire life. Now, I'm not gonna front. I am not gonna front. It's one time I even thought about, let's try to work it out. I did. Because I was like, you know what? I'm married. Maybe I should try to work this out. I'm praying to God. I'm like, God, help me. Like, what am I supposed to do? Am I still trying to be his wife? I don't want to. I don't want to sin by just getting this divorce, and I don't want to walk away if I'm supposed to be here. So I'm praying. I'm doing everything. But every time I pray, God always reveal this Leo. I don't even know why I keep fighting with God. God said, let go, sis. He is not for you. He's going to keep using you. That nigga don't love you. That nigga don't love your son. You were there for the moment for him to use. Now he has somebody else to use. You're out. Like, I freed you. So be free. And that's what I have to do. I got to be free. I can't keep allowing people like that to constantly hurt me. Hold on for a second. Yeah, I got a text. Okay, my bad. So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I cried nights and tears, like because I didn't know. I just didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, this is hard. I've never been married before. I've never, and Leo was like my best friend at one point. He was. And I accepted him for all his flaws. I accepted him for everything that he had. And he couldn't even do the same for me. He could never return it to me, could never reassure me, could never make me feel like I was something. He always made me feel like I was worthless. He made me feel like I was nothing. But as soon as he need money, Leo would give me every time of the day. He was my friend. He was going to be nice. He was trying to encourage me. When Leo needs something, he's your friend. But once he doesn't need you anymore, it's fuck you. Leo was like that. And I think a lot of people can vouch that way because I know there's a lot of people who have stopped being friends with Leo and they know exactly what I mean. They know exactly what I mean. He's a user. I think Vaughn can actually talk about this. He did this to Vaughn. He would just use. And when he can't use you no more, it's fuck you. And it's on Bigo. That's just what it is. And y'all gonna continue to give him money. And I'm not gonna stop y'all. I'm not trying to stop y'all. But y'all should be careful on who y'all really give your money to. Because sometimes there's not genuine good people. And some people really don't. They need to hit rock bottom for them to learn a lesson. They have to hit rock bottom to learn a lesson. And today when I went to church, and one of the things the pastor said was sometimes people like that, he was speaking to me. It was so crazy because he didn't even mean to speak to me. But some people have to experience rock bottom. And he said, stop trying to show people on what they're going to see. They're going to see all those people that he's with right now. They're going to see how Leo really is. It's not me. He's really a user. His baby mama in my inbox telling me he's never been a user. Girl, you just asked me for money. Asking me money for him. How is that? Because you said you didn't have it. So sis, he gonna continue to keep asking you for money. Say no to him. Say no. Yeah, he said he got a baby mama, honey. I don't know. Some girl. Some new girl. I don't know. Leo got kids everywhere in the world. He don't got my phone number though. And she pretty too. Some dark skin girl. She hit me up on Facebook. She look like Jessie a little bit. She dark skin. She pretty. Ain't gonna lie. But she naive. Only thing I want in, he broke me. My savings is gone. Only thing that he wanted is hurting me. He hurt me. He did. And he's probably going to try to continue. He's going to get live. He's going to go live and try to blast me. He's probably going to try to send y'all pictures. I'm not even going to send y'all pictures. I'm not going to do that to him. I'm not going to embarrass him in that way. I just went to tell my side of the story. Because he been on here telling his side of the story. I said, let me tell my side of the story. Let y'all hear it from me. And I'm not going to hurt him. I'm not going to send all kind of pictures of his saggy ass titties and his fat ass pussy. I don't give a fuck. My pussy pretty, boo. But I'm not gonna do that to him. He's trying to get another job too. With security again. But I don't see how God gonna be blessing this. But we'll see. We'll see how this so-called job come through. He was trying to convince me to move up there and sell this house. Because he wanted to use the money, of course. Because he know how much money my house is worth. And how much money I can get. So he gonna say, yeah, you can use that money and you can buy an apartment for a year. And then we can get another house. So you can use all the money up. So you can go shopping on Shein. Because that's what he was gonna do. He wanted me to take him on trips and stuff and buy him stuff. And then, y'all, let me ask y'all this too. Okay. So for our taxes, I had filed this together because Leo has not worked long enough to make money, taxes wise. So my tax lady told me, she said, put it together. She said, if you put it together, y'all gonna get more money. I said, okay. She showed me the difference. I said, okay, let's do that. And this is the time we were still married. So at the time I was thinking, okay, we can pay some bills, get caught up on some stuff. Because this is a pretty good amount coming back. This nigga gonna tell me when we break up, you gonna give me half of that money. Do y'all think he deserved half of this money? Because honestly, if I went to the courthouse right now, first of all, you can't take me to court because we were married. We're married, you dumbass. He said he gonna take me to court. He gonna call IRS and say that I forged his stuff. No, nigga, you know what I was doing. I didn't forge anything. We were married. I didn't do anything legal. You were in this house together, and I was the bread maker, and you weren't. So when we put it together, it was more money. But he told me he was going to take me to IRS. He was going to report me. So I asked the tax lady, I'm getting him, she's going to redo it. She's going to do an amend or something. She's going to actually redo it and just do it for me and my son and take him off. Because I told him if he does it, because he did a business claim, because he tried to do some type of business last year, he's going to have to, oh, you dumb fuck, because you didn't make enough. So it would have been, if we did it together, if he just would have been cooperating, I was going to give him a little bit of money. But everybody keeps telling me, they're like, girl, he stayed in your house, never paid mortgage, never paid, but maybe this, and that. You didn't even pay enough. Like, honestly, if he took you to court, you would win. Because if they put cash apps together, they gonna see who making more money, who paid who way more money. So you gonna take me to court to try to give you some money, and honestly, you ain't making shit. The most I should give him is $100. No, he said he gonna take me to court. And he probably gonna ask y'all for some money to get a lawyer. How much on the bed? Now that he gonna hear this shit, I'm gonna give me a lawyer. I'm gonna take her to court, and y'all go ahead and give me that in the cash out so I can get me a lawyer. And y'all gonna do it because y'all want the drama. But honestly, I don't give a fuck. That's why I'm taking him off my thing, and we're redoing it, and he just won't get shit. And if he just would have played along and been nice, I would have gave him that money. I would have gave him some money because that's the type of person I am. I would never rip nobody off. I don't block my blessings. I will never rip nobody off over money. That's not my thing. I do not steal. But I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm done. I am completely done. I have never met somebody that can be so evil, conniving in my entire life. That boy, honestly, Leo is a demon. Like, honestly, he has a spirit in him that needs to be cast out of him. And that narcissist spirit on top of it, he try to act like he's so good, he for the people. Leo is evil. Don't piss him off. Leo is not a good person. I thought he was. I honestly thought he was. But that's not a good person. That's a narcissist. He's only nice to get things that he wants from somebody. That's the only time Leo is nice to people. Leo talks about people. He will mentally and he will emotionally abuse the shit out of you. Make you feel like you the dumb one. Or trigger the fuck out of you. But I had to wake up, and God had to wake me up. He had to wake me up. He had to use my son to do it. Wake up. And I hope Jessie wake up. Because Jessie don't understand. Even she might not be on my level, sis. But you deserve so much more. For that dude, the way that Leo or she did you, the way Letitia did you was dirty. I did not know half the stuff that I found out through the time we were together. I didn't know y'all had just broke up. Leo had told me that y'all broke up 2 years prior. He lied. He lied to me. And I got that in my text messages. I never knew that y'all had just broke up. He lied. He said he been broke up with you 2-3 years prior to that, and you were sleeping on the couch, and y'all weren't talking like that. Y'all was just he was working your way out. That's what he told me. Because honestly, I am not that type. I never would take somebody from a happy home. Girl, if that's what, I would never do that. He lied. Yeah, he lied. I didn't watch all those YouTube videos. No, I didn't. And I should have. That's why I messed up at. But I didn't know. But he literally told me, y'all, that she was sleeping on the couch. And they might have been showing y'all something on Bigo, but maybe something else in the household. I don't know. But that's what he told me. She lied. Letitia lied. But I'm telling you, I pray for Jessie. Because she, honestly, those kids and her deserve so much better. And honestly, he was hard on that little girl. Y'all, he used to whoop the shit out of her. He would whoop her hard. And that used to make my heart hurt. He did my son like that. He whooped him. Y'all, he whooped him one time. And he whooped him so he bled. And I never let Leo touch my son ever a fuck again. He is not a good parent like that. He make it seem like he's just a good parent, all this and that. No, Leo's not. No, Leo's not. He's an abuser. He curses at those kids. The way he talked to them, how he talked to y'all, that's how he talked to those kids. He is not the best parent. Because first of all, I'm not gonna lie, I never agreed for him. Y'all, he took them pictures in that bathtub with them naked babies. I never agreed to that. I never said that was okay. But I had to do it in the background. That shit was wrong. That shit was wrong. I'm sorry. If I was Jessie, I would have took his ass to motherfucking court. I would have sued the fuck out of him, had my babies all around motherfucking America, butt naked in a fucking tub. Ain't no motherfucking way. I would have dragged Leo. Ain't no motherfucking way. But she sat there and let that shit happen and still let them babies talk to that nigga right now. Ain't no motherfucking way. I would never do that shit. I'm sorry. I would never. I feel bad for them babies. She told me, I'm going to take them to New York. Okay, girl. But honestly, Jessie, when you had those babies, was they really begging and crying for them to talk? Let's not talk about Azion. But was Aubrey really begging to talk to her daddy? Keep it real. Was she begging to talk to him? Because, yeah. I doubt it. Yeah, he one day, I didn't know he was doing it. I was in the other room and I had to run in there and he was in there beating my child with a belt till he was bleeding. And I said, Leo, get off my child. And we got into it because of that. He said, you don't let me be the man and take responsibility. You're not going to hit my child like that, bro. I don't give a fuck. He got a daddy to beat on him if I need him to beat on him. We good. And he never touched my child again. He never whipped him again. I don't let him. No, he might have popped him or something like that, like in the head or something, because Jedi, he is hard-headed. But he never touched that belt again on my son. I did. That's why I'm telling y'all, a lot of this shit, it was adding the fuck up. I had to get that nigga. Y'all, I had to plan accordingly. Listen, one thing about me, I'm smart as fuck. I planned accordingly because he would never leave my house, y'all. You know how many times I called the police to get that nigga out my house? And they would not remove him because he was married to me and he lived here and got mail here. So it was the perfect opportunity when his grandma died. I had to plan accordingly. And so that mail stopped coming here. He got all his stuff and y'all, and he stole the rental truck. I'm gonna tell you what he told the rental people. He told them he was going to Charlotte. They sent a fucking notice to my house saying that he had a warrant for his arrest because he didn't return the truck. Now I don't know if he worked that shit out or not, but I said, get your mail together, bro. Cause you don't live here. I don't got no time for no police looking for you here. I had to plan accordingly to get him out my house. I couldn't just put him out. I couldn't just leave. Y'all don't understand how hard it was to get that nigga to leave this house. He is a manipulator. He know how to manipulate the police. He know how to manipulate anybody. Because what he does, he'll try to play so sane and so calm. And see me, I'm already triggered. My emotions is high. I'm like, yo, this nigga, when he put that hole in my wall, he put a pan upside of my head. He was going to hit me with it. And then wonder why I got the gun on him. I had to plan accordingly. But that's why that nigga's out my house. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. Because I had to have proof. No, they wouldn't. And all he had to do was say, I did it. It would have been his word against mine. And then they would have tried to take my son out this house. Then what? I'm telling y'all, I done tried to do everything. Everything. I have to do, okay, so I was telling everybody, I'm doing an annulment. In the state of South Carolina, it does not have to be a certain time frame to do an annulment. It's just a couple of things that you have to apply for. It's $150 to get the annulment done. Unfortunately, right now, because I'm paying all the bills once again, and Leo left me with shit. He sold all the puppies, got all the profit, didn't give me a dime. There was 9 puppies, and Leo did not send me a dime. That's on everything I love. Gave me nothing. And so, with that being said, it's all good because it's going to come back to me. But I have to wait until I get the money to get I have to pay the $150 for the court papers to be filed. So no, the annulment is not done yet. And I don't have Leo's address. I have no idea what to give them so they can serve him because Leo won't give me no information. So I got to go through hell just to get out of this marriage. I don't know if a fee waiver. Inbox me about that because I didn't even know nothing about that. When I was up there at the court office, am I crying and like, what can I do? They didn't say nothing about no fee waiver. Let me run up here and get this. They didn't tell me that. So whoever said that, please inbox me. Any information y'all have that can help me to get this divorce done quicker, but I don't have to pay $150. Cause I'm sorry, I don't have it. And I'm not asking y'all for shit. Y'all ain't about to get on here saying I'm begging y'all want. Nope, I'm good. I'm gonna take care of it. But I don't have it right now. But I want to be out of this marriage. Jedi, come on. I want to be out of this marriage so bad, y'all. Like I cry every night because I feel like I'm just stuck and there's nothing I can do. My parents can't do it right now. My dad is not working. My mom is, my dad was retired. My mom, she's not getting the clients she was anymore because my grandma's really sick. So I don't have it. I don't have it. Trust me, if I had it, I'd be done. I am so done. I want this done so bad. So bad. But there's nothing I can do. Yeah, it's hard. Like I don't even understand why it's so hard. I really don't. Man, y'all can't even see me. I was gonna let y'all see me, but I don't think I can. him back. He's not here. Ugly fat. T rotten. I don't know. I'm telling y'all, women do. I had wrote this on Facebook. I said, you know, one thing about women, sometimes we do a lot just for love. We do. We sacrifice stuff. We take things more than the average like when it comes down to dudes. And y'all know that. For these real women that's up in here, a lot of us do that. We try to accept things, you know. I didn't sacrifice my child. I just told y'all I had to plan accordingly. And that's what I did. But he's not the best parent. He really isn't. And he don't deserve to be in those kids' lives. The stuff that he said about them and what he did and what he put Jesse through, he don't deserve it. He don't. I'm just keeping it real. And I'm not doing that just to be hurtful. He just doesn't. Somebody that's like that, he can never bring them nothing. All he doing is confusing them kids. It's a whole damn a woman. I told my son the truth. I don't need him. I didn't say she wasn't good. I had said that what she said. She said, ha ha ha, I got his phone number and I'm going to New York. Is what she said. Thank you for kicking. Yeah, because she been crying on this damn app for almost, what, 2-3 years, y'all? For that nigga. I was saying to me. But I'm happy that if they end up, like, if she really do and he treat her right, maybe this right here will make him treat her right. So he can prove my point wrong. He knows how to manipulate people. Especially he gets women that's vulnerable and he does that. He gets people that's vulnerable and then he gets inside like that. Because I know somebody right now in his inbox saying how much they like him and they want to be with him. And they're going to be just like me looking crazy. Because they're going to, once they open their eyes and eventually see that they're getting used and he don't like the work. He don't like the work, sis. It ain't his thing. He don't like the work. And y'all been watching him this long. Y'all should know he don't like the work. He might get a job, but how long he keep a job? How long he keep a job, y'all? And then the thing is, his last job he tried to blame on me. But how you blame it on me? You the one going live at work. You going live at work. And he probably gonna do that to the next job. He gonna go live at work. He dumb. He's smart but dumb. I ain't never met somebody that's smart but dumb. All you gotta do is piss Leo off. Piss Leo off while he at work. He's going to go live. And he gonna try to put up a background or something like he not at work. Keep watching him. It'll show. You want a big boy boss job, but then you sitting here going live and talking crap about people who don't even got nothing on your level at this point. Who don't even work. Who ain't even doing what you do. You let them kill it. Not me. I didn't do that. You did it. Thinking he always know everything. And they was getting into it all the time. So I think that's why they let him go. I don't even think it's because of the live. I really think it's because of it's him. Leo can't keep people in his life like that. I don't know. Well, that Chanel girl, Nelly girl, his best friend. But she about to see now that he up there. We'll see how this works. Because she haven't been around him in years. She's only been talking on the phone. And now she up there and got to drive him and to give him money. We'll see how long that lasts. My best friend. And then I told her, I said, you so wrong. How you gonna tell a grown man on how to use another woman? And don't lie, because I heard you say it. I started planning accordingly. Look, go tell another man to use a woman. Use her right now. Why you got her? Use her. What? What type of friend? I don't get it. I ain't never told one of my homeboys to go use another girl. I would never tell one of my homeboys to do that. Best friend or not, I would never do that. I just didn't understand that part. For you to tell him to use me. Why is it saying? Oh, it is charging. It's the truth. Everything that Jessie said about him is the truth. About the bath, about the pads, the periods. Everything she said. It might have been some stuff that she might have been, being extra about. But she was telling the truth. I mean, I used to sit. I'm going to tell you how I used to watch her live. I'm going to keep it real. Because she would say everything I was going through. She would say everything that I was going through. Sometimes I would just sit there and just cry like, how do I get out of this? I'm so stuck. Like, I don't know what to do. How do I get him out? She would be sitting there saying everything I was going through. And then Chica, she's sitting here, that's another, that made me sick. I don't understand it. Because they would sit here and say all this bad stuff about him. And as soon as, I don't know what the world he be saying to them, now they best friends. Now they bad friends. What? But Chica, you was just telling me how he used to do the same thing to you and what he did to you. But now you his friend again. So is it or is it not? I don't know. I don't get that part. And I'm not about to go watch her live and see what Chica or Jessie got to say. Because one minute they're going to be, oh, I'm for him. And as soon as he mess up, or as soon as he move on to another girl, Jessie going to be right back on the same stuff. She's like a cycle that never ends. So I'm not going to go to her live anymore because I'm not going through the experience. But when she was talking through that stuff, I used to be sitting there crying like, I am going through this. This is crazy. Everything you're saying right now is what I'm going through. And that's why I never understand why she used to attack me, because, girl, I was supporting you. I was like, oh, God. I felt so bad for you. And you always sit there just attacking me like I'm trying to block you from him. Girl, be with him. Shoot, I done told you to come get him so many times. If you get him a ticket, let him go on over there. You thought about him leaving me, he was about to go to Texas? He didn't go to Texas, sis. He went to New York. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I feel bad for the girl. Gender. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. He got bad gingivitis. I mean, it's horrible. And y'all can't even see it because the filter be on. Y'all can't even see it. It's bad, bruh. He can talk about me all he wants to. Oh, she ain't got no but she this and that. I don't care. Bro, I'm proud of I'm good. But you can't call me ugly and you can't say my breath stink. You can't say that. That's one thing you can't fix is ugly. You cannot fix ugly. You might can fix them teeth, but you still gonna be ugly, bro. You can fix them teeth, but you still gonna be ugly. Ain't no fixing that. And I try to get him to go to the dentist so many times, y'all. I used to be like, let's go to make a dentist appointment. Let's make a dentist appointment. When I say he used to avoid that, he's like, I'm not gonna get my teeth done right now. That's not important. That's not important. What? First of all, when you're networking, you want to look presentable. A lot of people don't want to sit there and look at rotten teeth and be like, they think you want crack drugs. And that's why it was hard for you to get a job. Let's keep it real. Because it took him almost a year to get a job. And it's because of your teeth. They thought you were on crack. You were doing meth. They don't hire meth addicts. why it was so hard for you to get a job. Am I not telling the truth, y'all? If somebody come right now, if you had a business and they came to you and their teeth was green, yellow, and purple, and they were like, I want a job, and you know he loved to smile, he'd be all in your face with his breath, would y'all hire him? Honestly. It's hard, but I knew he didn't do crack. But if you don't know him personally, you gonna think that's what he do. And I tried to get him to get his teeth fixed. I put him on my insurance. I did all that. Oh, I gotta call my insurance tomorrow. Dang, Tuesday I gotta get him off my insurance. I keep forgetting. Oh Lord, let me do that Tuesday. I know I did, and I made a mistake. I already explained my story. If y'all were here in the beginning, I'm sure you can go watch it on YouTube. I explained my story on the reason why I was there and what happened. I told my whole entire story and how Leo got me where I'm at. And I told the truth. I told my faults. You know, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should have let him drive it to go see his grandma. I'm not sure about that. I don't feel like I was wrong because he had ways to get up there. You know, plenty of ways. He just didn't want that. He wanted to be able to drive this car and do what he wanted to do. So, I'm not sure. Maybe I was wrong in that. And maybe I am a little controlling. I'm not going to lie. But it's hard to let somebody... Okay, so one thing my mom has always taught me. She goes, if a man wants you to be submissive, then it would be just so natural to be submissive because he would take that part. You would feel comfortable enough to give him that. But how can I allow somebody to be the head of the household to make decisions when you're not bringing no money in? I'm paying for everything. I'm buying everything. How do you want me to be submissive? I'm serious. Think about that. How? And I hope that he does listen to this. How can I be submissive to somebody that's you're not being a male, you're being a female. I'm taking care of you like a female. I'm wearing the pants. But you say I'm controlling because I don't allow stuff. And because I say no, I'm controlling. I didn't be like, I'm sorry, Jesse, but I wasn't like you. I didn't say yes to everything and let him do what he wanted to do. I put my foot down. And that's why he got upset with me. I said no. Letitia's a whole housewife. Right, good for cooking and cleaning. No, let me stop, because he hardly clean. He was good for cooking. But he'd have to wash his hands. Did you wash your hands? Can you wash your hands? That nigga would never wash his hands. He'd be playing with dogs and puppies in his butt. His hands smell like his butt. Ugh, I don't even talk about that. Y'all, it was bad. It was real bad. It was so bad. It was so bad, bro. Only thing he did was he would clean after them puppies. If they boo-boo, he would clean it up. But he would get mad at me. That's another thing, y'all. We would go arguing about why you don't ever help me clean this stuff up with the puppies. You don't never want to clean their doo-doo up. Now, first of all, why would I clean 9 dogs when I don't want 9 dogs in here? I mean, come on, y'all. Let's keep it real. 9, it was 13 altogether. That was the puppies. It was 9 puppies. He wanted me to clean up their boo-boo and help him. And I didn't want them there. I wanted them to be dropped off at the pound. But I'm too controlling. Right. I'm the controlling one. Honey, I want them puppies to be gone. Then his best friend was like, if you don't want them there, say, I said it, Nelly. I've said it so many times. And he will always make me feel like shit. Like it was I'm controlling. I always want it my way. He would do that to me. I don't know. I guess y'all ain't never met with no narcissist before. Y'all have never dealt with a narcissist. Y'all haven't. Because half y'all wouldn't comment the stuff that y'all said if y'all understand how a narcissist work. half y'all wouldn't even be saying the stuff that y'all saying if you knew how narcissists work and how they do and how controlling they are. My money had to be his money. My car had to be his car. He would lie to y'all, say he was on my mortgage. You ain't, I mean, my what's the name? You ain't, what? Boy. Yeah. He would control, like, he was so controlling. I understand that. I've already spoken that. I said that she was right. I said I wish I would have listened. But at the time, I thought she was just angry. Because half of y'all, be honest, y'all done dated somebody and somebody might have warned y'all and y'all dated them anyway. And then you saw exactly what she was talking about because you just thought she was hating. But I already said that. I said that she was right. Everybody, even y'all, one person I need to apologize to is Ebony. I ain't gonna lie. When I say Ebony was trying to help me, sis didn't even know me like that. She called my mama and everything. Like, this is a user. Get your daughter. I'm not gonna lie. That's one person I tried to apologize to her. I was like, girl, I owe you so many apologies because that's one person I couldn't say. She never dated Leo. She didn't ever, she didn't, it wasn't no hate coming out her mouth. She was telling the truth. Now that's one person I can't apologize to because I can't, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just being real. She did, y'all. She kept it real. She said exactly who he was and the type of person he was. That's no shade. Now, she might not be perfect. She might not. But she kept that 100. Even Brandon, y'all. Even Brandon. I ain't gonna lie. Now, Brandon got his ways too. That I don't really... But he was telling the truth. He was telling the truth. He was telling the truth. Oh, yeah. I can't do no more. Oh, no. Never again. And if I did do one, it won't be no trans man one. I have to do a natural one, honey. No. Nope. I'll never do a trans man again. That was hard. That was the hardest thing in your life. In my entire life, that was so hard. Okay, I gotta get an address, y'all. Hold on. Okay, my bad. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She definitely, she told that truth. And I just wish I would have listened to her. I think a lot of my heartache, honestly, my mom, I wish I would listen to her. My mama was, when I tell you my mom, she was crying to make me listen. Like, she knew, she picked up her spirit when she first met Leo. She picked it up. And I still ignored it. Because all the stuff I've been through, y'all, I've been through a lot of trauma. I've been through a lot of hurt. And I'm not talking about just not with men. I've been through a lot. And I just couldn't receive it. I couldn't receive it. And that was my fault. I should have listened, but I couldn't receive it from my mom at that time. I was going through a lot. I was hurting. It was just a lot. I gotta figure Alright, my bad. Gotta get this address. But yeah, I couldn't receive it then. But I know, I'm not trying, I know half of y'all are his fans and y'all gonna be with him. They're gonna be on his live later and they're gonna be trying to drag me. she lying. I don't need to lie. I can back up everything I say. I've been told y'all that. I backed up all the stuff I said before I showed y'all. I don't need to lie. I was just in love with somebody that I just thought that loved me, and he didn't. Am I? Okay, my bad. I said that already, Sassy. It was because he was here for me and I was there for him in the beginning. I told my story. Y'all gonna have to watch it on YouTube. I can't repeat my story over and over again. It's kind of like, yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, in that beginning, he really tricked me. He really made me feel like he was there for me, and he never was. He just saw an opportunity, and he said it. He said I was an opportunity, and I should have listened to him then. I should have listened to Chica then when he said that I was just an opportunity. That's all I was. He said it, and I believed him. He made me believe what he said. Oh, that's not what I meant. Da da da. Lied, but I was just opportunity, and he just did me the way he wanted to do me. Hold on, y'all. I gotta send her this money. All right, my bad, y'all. Had to get my hookup right quick. Hey, my baby sleep. I ignore that he coughing, he sleep. Otherwise, I wouldn't be. But I did tell my son the truth about Leo being a female. I had to. I was tired of I didn't want to lie no more. Traumatizing my child. Because one day he gonna see all this on YouTube. I'm like, listen, let me tell him now. So he already know. Did you lie to me? He's 7, so he's smart, you know.